Hello, my name is Ben Groves, and I'm a sophomore psychology student at James Madison University. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys about the bystander effect. We're going to be looking at what exactly the bystander effect is, how it happens, and what some of the far-reaching consequences of the bystander effect are. Before we begin, though, I think it's very important to first define what exactly a bystander is. And simply put, a bystander is someone who is watching a situation. They're just a spectator, and they are not taking part in the action. To explain this, we're going to look at a very familiar example that everyone has seen. There's two kids on the playground, they're fighting, and a ring of people surrounds them. The people in the ring are trying to watch the action unfold, but they're not taking part in the actual fight. Everybody encompassing the ring, the people not taking part in the action, they are the bystanders. Now, the actual bystander effect goes a little bit further. It states that the more bystanders there are, the less likely any individual bystander is to take action. To explain this, we're going to revisit the playground example, but this time we're going to add a twist. Instead of two kids fighting, a bigger kid is beating up a smaller kid. If there was one person watching, that individual would be more likely to intervene than if there were 30 people watching. This is the essence of the bystander effect. The more people there are, the less responsibility each person has for the event. This is because of something called diffusion of responsibility. Now, what that means is that if responsibility is like a pie, an apple pie, people are more likely to act if they have a bigger slice. If one person has all the pie, they have all the responsibility, they're more likely to act than if there's 30 people there. Because if there's 30 people there, each person only has a small sliver of responsibility. So in short, bystanders watch stuff happen, and the more of them there are, the less likely each individual bystander will take action. Overall, it's a pretty easy concept. However, this very simple concept can often have drastic effects on people's lives and the course of history. The bystander effect has proved to be a timeless phenomenon dating back to the biblical parable of the Good Samaritan. Throughout history, the bystander effect has often reared its ugly head and appeared countless times alongside terms like genocide, rape, murder, and kidnap. However, as recently as August, the bystander effect still remains relevant. In New Delhi, India, a father of four named Matibul was walking home from his overnight shift as a security guard early in the morning. Since New Delhi has very few sidewalks, he naturally walked near the road's edge. After being hit by a delivery vehicle, Matibul's dying body was passed by 140 cars, 82 rickshaws, 181 bicycle riders, and 45 walking pedestrians. Stunningly, even an emergency response vehicle passed him by without taking a sliver of action. One lovely chap even had the courage to take his cell phone. He, of course, did not take any action in regards to the dying man Matibul. After nearly 2 hours, Matibul eventually died on the side of the road from blood loss suffered from the collision. How ridiculous that someone should die because of the negligence of passing bystanders. This is the nature of the bystander effect. Diffusion of responsibility creates bystanders that are reluctant to help in unsavory situations. This example proves how important this information is. It shows the importance of always taking responsibility and avoiding the clutches of the deadly and devastating bystander effect.